Hey, good morning. Welcome to BKP Politics. I am your host, BKP. 8 a.m. Tuesday morning. Let me rephrase that. Welcome, all of you in the ragtag crew. Welcome, all of my fellow conspiracy minded allies. We are allies, a ragtag crew. That's who we are. It's what the Washington Post said. We will get to that in just a minute. I am so glad to have. I've been wondering who you are out there. I look at a camera. Some of you I know. Some of you send me really nice messages, right? But I wonder who is this ragtag crew, conspiracy minded group of allies I have out there. Now I know it's you. Oh, God. Did you put up, good morning, Emily, Tuesday morning. Good morning. Did you put up, Emily, I'm going to guess that you're not going to get a lump of coal in your stocking. I think you may have been pretty good this year. So Santa's not going to bring you a lump of coal. Now, I do know, Emily, don't get nervous because I know the media wants you to believe Christmas is canceled, but it's not. So don't get worried, okay? I've got to do that. The children's of the world could get nervous out there that Santa is not coming. There's a way to contact the show. You can always contact the show, okay? Contact the show, chief at fetchernews.com. Email me, whatever. Now, I want to highlight this nice little gift I received yesterday. Listen, I want to thank you. The Bethlehem Star, did you go out? Ragtag crew, did you go out last night and check out the Bethlehem Star? Wasn't it nice? It was beautiful. It really was. A little chilly last night, but it was beautiful. And I'm glad that I got an opportunity to do that. I want to say thank you for the emails I received, the kind text messages I received. I really appreciate it. I really do here. It does not go unnoticed, and I appreciate that. A viewer, don't try this at home, kids. Always have to. This is cheap cigars. Okay, made sure it's cheap cigars, but this is a golf club humidor for my cheap cigars. And I want to thank there it is. We'll leave that there. I want to thank one of our viewers for that golf club humidor for cheap cigars right there. Thank you very much. Moving right along, okay. Today I'm going down to Pickens County. So if you're out there nationally, just want to quick highlight Pickens County, Georgia, Commission Chair Rob Jones, okay, Commission Chair Rob Jones is finishing his 16th year, his fourth term as Pickens County Commission Chair. And we're going to sit down this afternoon. I'm going to check his memory out because we're going to go back 16 years, and we're just going to turn on the video camera and have a conversation. So we're going to do that this afternoon. And I want you to look for our new series coming in 2021, okay, one-on-one with BKP, where I'm just going to be picking out some people like Rob Jones, Commission Chair, 16 years there, and we're going to be sitting down one-on-one. So that's coming in 2021. And Rob, thank you very much, Chair Commissioner, for being our first one for one-on-one with BKP. If you have suggestions of somebody, it doesn't have to be politicians, okay? First responders or somebody out there that a lifetime of achievement, we'll call it that, and you think they would be a great candidate for a one-on-one with BKP, text me or email me so I could set that up. But we're going to be doing that all year, upcoming year. Now, let's go, and I want to say this. I know why, okay? I know why there will be, has not, there will be no special session in Georgia. So, I get it. I get it. I'm with you. There should have been a special session called immediately after the election, but there won't be. Okay. And this is not earth shattering in Georgia. This is not breaking news. Those headlines on the internet that they pulsate, I guess, or they're really big and they got an alarm bell next to them, and you think, wow, this is the biggest story out there, and you click on it, and it's really nothing. It's nothing new at all. I have to be honest about this. This is nothing new. It's not earth shattering, but the truth really lies in the fact that Republicans, not Democrats, Republicans in Georgia do not want to go on the record with any kind of vote concerning the president or this election. They do not. And I use that for an example because I bumped into one of our viewers out there in a store yesterday afternoon, and stood for a half hour. That's me. Hey, say hello if you see me. I get these looks from people like I think I know that guy, but say hello. Don't hesitate. All right. So one of our viewers yesterday afternoon in a store, we'll just leave it at that, bumped in. We got to talking, and look, the one thing we will have to do in 2021, and we have not stopped fighting for the accurate, real, truthful results to the election. We have not. That fight continues, okay? But what we will have to do, there's a couple really good things that have taken place here. And you got to step back and say, where is the upside of this? Is there an upside? You really do. And strangely enough, there is an upside. Well, there's an upside to letting this corruption go. No, that's not the upside. There's an upside to William Barr looking at the camera and telling us we don't really need a special counsel to look into Hunter Biden. No. Don't get stuck there. Don't take that wrong. Okay? But the upside is one, we're identifying the Republicans or the people that don't need to be in the party anymore. And what they're in fear of is getting put in any position to have to go on the record of where they stand. Because the minute they don't vote for Trump in any situation, we're booting them out of the party, and they know it. Now, many in Georgia, we will break this down in 2021, it's coming. Many Republicans in Georgia have come out to look and they appear as they support the president. Not a one is put on record in any way whatsoever. Well, my state senator or my state representative, they signed a petition saying. It's not a vote, folks. It is the Trojan horse that we're going to watch for. And that's what I talked to about with the viewer yesterday, is there's some good upside to this, and we will work on it in the first of the year. Upside is we know the Republicans we don't want in the party. Now, we knew Bill Kristol we did not want in the party last year. We know the Never Trumpers that, they just need to go on. Michael Steele, okay, they need to go on. We know the Republicans last year we didn't want in the party. Now we have the new group, we don't want them in the party, okay? But we're going to work hard to uncover the Trojan horses out there that pretend to support Donald Trump, but if put on record. So let's not end that today, but let's just clear up the conversation. You can have state reps come out and tried to get, and I'll give you an example, State Rep David Clark. I mean, Bozo to Clark. Okay, I'm serious, man. This guy's a piece of work. All right. So he hates Speaker David Ralston. I get it. I get it. Okay. So he wants to sensationalize something, knowing it's not going anywhere. Okay, to try to throw the speaker under the bus. It's all smoke and mirrors with these people. A special session in Georgia would make all of these representatives and all of these state senators, all the king's horses and all the king's men, and Brian Kemp and Jeff, it would put them on record, and they're not doing it. Okay? They're not doing it. I didn't intend to even open with that. But these cowards are not going to go on a record. Let me break this to you, okay? I'm going to run a number of, let's say there's a special session, okay? Brian Kemp comes out today and says, I want to have a special session before January 6th in Georgia. And I would like to ask the state legislature to dedicate our 16 electoral votes to Donald Trump on January 6th. Okay. All right. I have to break it to you that 30%, I don't even know if it'll be as high as that. 30% of Republicans will vote yes. 70% will vote no. I'm telling you, I don't even think it would be as high as 30%. Well, I called my state representative, and my state representative said he or she is open to a special session and would gladly accept a special session. That's a lie. They can say that. They can go out and campaign. I tried to get us because they know it's not being called. Let that damn dog catch that car and watch that dog look around and say, I caught the car. Now what the hell do I do with it? Nothing. Republicans are cowards. Why, my state legislator, my senator said, I'll be damned, I want a special session. It's a lie. They don't have the nerve to be on record. Here's what they're all doing, and I'll move on, and I don't know where the hell this came from, but here's what every last damn one of them are doing. They're positioning themselves to climb up into the Trojan horse and wheel themselves into your meeting in 2021. You don't want to talk about this. I get it, January 6th. I get it, January 6th. Objection to the electoral vote. I get it. The election has been stolen. I get it. Well, how can you come on here and even talk about 2022? We have the power. Well, wait a minute. Where do you get we have the power? We have the power. We have the power to get to the surface all the Republicans out that will not go on record. A vote is on record. We have the power. Get them out. We have the power to make sure in 2022 there's a landslide of like-minded, conspiracy thinking, as we're called, ragtag crew. We want a Congress of ragtag crew members. There's a chance we can blow that up. There's a chance we could blow up the Senate in 2022. But the biggest thing we have to do is make sure we don't let any Trojan horses in. And that's why these damn people will not call for a special session, because they will be revealed. They will be exposed for who they really are and the liars and the cowards that they are. Hey, good morning. How are you? Back to earth, Phil. Let me bring it back to the ground. So I don't know. I mean, if I hear special session one more damn time, I'm sorry. I mean, thank you for that text. I sent a text message to Representative Marjorie Greene, who met with the president and thanked her for supporting our president. And she responded to my text message. I just let her know the media is melting down over that. So thank you very much, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, for texting me back. Thank you. We've been deplorables. We've been a basket of deplorables. And, I wonder, give me number 47. And let's go through this a minute, because yesterday, the president of the United States, all right, the swamp and the establishment, they're leaving, okay? And the president of the United States met again with Sidney Powell. But yesterday, he had a meeting with several members of Congress on the strategy for January 6th, objecting to the Electoral College vote. And we'll get into that in a minute. But here is the Washington Post, number 47. Trump assembles ragtag crew of conspiracy-minded allies in flailing bid to reverse election loss. That's who we are. I mean, if we don't agree 100%, give me number 48. Okay. And this one is this is a Washington Post article. Trump's unofficial election advisory council now includes a pardoned felon, Michael Flynn, adherent of the QAnon conspiracy theory, okay? That would be Congresswoman-elect Marjorie Taylor Greene, or Congresswoman from the 14th District of Georgia, a White House trade advisor, and a Russian agent's former lover. Ragtag crew. That's who we are. I could see the hats. I could see the shirts. This is the show of the ragtag crew, like-minded, conspiracy-minded theory friends. Welcome. This is the show that does not say Biden president-elect. It doesn't. Okay. We do not. Let me see. I'm going to go through all of these because I want you to see their heads are spinning off this morning. Even number 50, what is he, 98? I mean, I'm not attacking the guy, but is Pat Robertson 98? I mean, they wheeled in Pat Robertson to Trump. It's time to move on. Televangelist says Trump lives an alternative universe. So we've got to add that onto our definition. So BKP Politics, welcome this morning to my alternative universe. Would like to bring you in to where I am living in an alternative universe. You, my conspiracy-minded, like-minded, ragtag crew. How about that? There's a t-shirt coming your way soon. Number 47. I already had that up, but we'll put it up again. Give me number 46. A little more from the Washington Post. I read this article, but MSNBC will put up their favorite clips of the day. with a baseless claims, with his baseless claims of widespread voter fraud rejected by dozens of judges and GOP leaders. Now, let me tell you, those are the GOP leaders. I am actually glad. You need to know. I am excited about the GOP leaders that are coming forward and saying it's over. So it's surfacing to the top, okay? It's floating. It's a floater, okay, these GOP leaders. So we know who they are, and we know how to move them out. They need booed off the stage. They need protested. No matter where, if they go to any GOP rally, convention, or anything, there needs to be thousands protesting these people. They need to know they're not welcome in our alternative universe. You can laugh at my ass all day long. You can text me or mail me a damn case of Reynolds wrap for friggin' tinfoil hats. But I want to welcome you, because the media said that that's who I am, to my alternative universe. I want to welcome you. Well, let me tell you something. We're going to have our wing of the Republican Party, the alternative ragtag crew universe of conspiracy minded. We don't care if you like us or not. And you will be booed off the stage, booed right out of the Coliseum, damn it. Welcome back. Welcome back. Serenity now. This is me floating back to earth. Chill. Okay, with his baseless claim, President Trump has turned to a ragtag group of conspiracy theorists, media-hungry lawyers, and other political misfits. Oh my God, there's another one. So welcome to my alternative universe. If I'm going to be able to remember all this, welcome to my alternative universe, you politically misfits, ragtag crew, conspiracy-minded friends. Can we be friends? Desperate attempt to hold on to power after his election loss. Number 45. The president's orbit has grown more extreme as his more mainstream allies. I am so glad I'm not a mainstream ally this morning, including Attorney General William Barr, have declined to endorse his increasingly radical plans to overturn the will of the voters. See, your damn will. I don't know if you know me. If you're brand new, this is it. This is who I am. Because I'm going to tell you, okay? I watch them every morning for your sake. You don't have to. When I go to these places, I say, what do you think when the mainstream, deep state, corporate, corrupt media say, I don't watch them. I get it. But I have to. So you know the enemy. So I'm keeping you up with the enemy every day. I watch them. And you know what? I watch what they write, the words. I break these sentences down. Now, you know, if you're new to the show, you will find out very soon, I'm a grammatical mess. I just am. I get boom, 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 here, there. You never know how seesaw scene will fit in. You know me, right? But I break these sentences down and I listen to the words and I know the manipulation. I can pull the mind-controlling manipulation out of their words. Plans to overturn the will of the voters. The 74 plus million people that voted for Donald J. Trump, we have no will. We are not the voters. That's a pretty damn big chunk, 74 million people. So we're not just trying to overturn someone's will. We're trying to get accurate election results. I'm going to take a break. We're going to come back. I didn't intend to go in some of these directions. Rand Paul, what the hell's with this 600 damn bucks? Let them eat cake. Your businesses are closing. People are, they don't have money. They don't have rent money. Oh, send me $600. Thank you. Let's take a break. All right, and we'll get right back.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics. We want to welcome the ragtag crew that has joined us. Let's see, what all are we? What did I tell you? We're alternative. Welcome to our alternative universe, conspiracy like-minded ragtag crew. Welcome to the show. I mean, that's some of the many labels that we are, because the will of the voters. Oh, by the way, did I tell you I'm BKP? You're watching BKP Politics on FYNTV.com. We are the will of the voters. The will. You know, I don't see the will of the voters as strong pushing back that Biden won. I don't see the will of 80 million people surfacing angry that you and I continue to contest, this election. Do you see that groundswell of support? And then the media will explain no, because those are the 80 million Americans that are taking the virus serious and are wearing a mask and will not assemble. They'll assemble if they want to have a peaceful protest to throw rocks, bricks, burn things down, and try to kill people. They'll assemble. I mean, can't you, out of 80 million people, can't you get 500,000 to show up in D.C. and say, we love Joe Biden? Can't you get that? No, they can't. But it's the will of the ghost people. The people I don't see out there. Are you saying Biden did not get votes? No. I get it. I get it. There's about, well, I don't know what percent I would call it, but there's a percent out of New York and California and the East Coast and the left coast and certain areas that, yes, they're going to vote Democrat. I mean, we look at the counties. I think if I'm correct, you look that Biden didn't even win the exact number of counties. He didn't even excel in some of the counties. The country, the geographical map is red. We have blue hot spots in cities and metropolitan areas where population is condensed. But the will of the people, when I hear that. So good morning. How are you? Merry Christmas. Bethlehem Star was last night. It is December. We're a couple days. It's the 22nd. A couple days from actually Christmas morning. So let me go through, and here's what I want to do. They passed the spending, and we're going to play Rand Paul. Now it's 12 minutes long, so we're not going to play all 12 minutes at once. We're going to play the whole thing. So this is 12 minutes that I recommend, Senator Paul, that you listen to. Number one, let them eat cake. I mean, that's where we're at. We're peasants, people. You hear what they call us. We're conspiracy-minded, ragtag crew. We are everything. We are living in an alternative universe, and they are elites. I mean, Joe and Minka and Mario and Gavin Newsom and these elites. I mean, they eat the finest meals. They eat at the finest restaurants. They're open for them. Okay, they travel. They get together with their families. Nothing. I know that's a big nothing, but let me tell you, we watched Nancy Pelosi with, $1,000 worth of ice cream. Okay. Nothing's changed for them. We have a couple senators and congressmen that grew beards so they could say, we can't get a haircut. All right. But we know they got a friggin' barber right there. They got the barber right there at the Capitol. They swing right in, shaving a haircut, 2 bits, and they don't even pay the 2 bits, I don't think, and they leave. Nothing's changed for them. Nothing, not a damn thing. It's changed for you. Your life has changed. You have been shut in your house. You're the one losing your business. You're the one that can't keep your employees together because you don't have enough business. You know how hard it was to find good people? Small businesses work so hard to find good people, and it was really tough. Right before the pandemic, unemployment was so low. You're the ones that struggle out there, not them, not a one of them. No, not one. Republican, Democrat, not a damn one of them have struggled. Not a one of them have gone without a meal. Not a one of them have been in a food line. Not one. Period. They eat where they want. They go where they want. They have not changed a damn thing. Why am I going in these damn directions that I just did not intend? I got to get over this. I mean, I don't know. Just this spending thing set my ass on fire yesterday. We'll talk about that in a minute, okay? So January 6th, and let's go over this. Give me number 7. The president tweeted out, okay, that on January 6th, there's going to be there. It'll be wild, okay? So he had a meeting with several members of Congress yesterday. And January 6th, what is that? That is the day, okay? That is the day that we will have at 1 o'clock a joint session of Congress to open, and it's presided over the Vice President of the United States, Mike Pence, and we will have a joint session. And at 1 o'clock, it's supposed to be ceremonial for most part, but then there's this little sticky thing in the Constitution that says there can be an objection on the floor to the actual votes. Yeah, this damn Constitution. You ever notice how this thing gets in the damn way? It keeps getting in the damn way. But I'm going to tell you, if Democrats and Republicans are walking right past this damn thing, right past it. What is that in the hall? Is that the Constitution? Just walk. Don't look that way. Why? It's the Constitution. If Democrats have their way, this will not be an obstruction much longer. So anyhow, they meet on January 6th at 1 o'clock, and they open the ballots. They read each state into the record. At the end, there's a total, and the candidate that reaches 270 is announced as the next president of the United States. And it is the vice president's role in the Senate to hit the gavel and say, the next president of the United States shall be Joe Biden. All right. We're supposed to erupt, and it's over. So several members of the House, and I'll get that, Marjorie Taylor Greene being one of it, the QAnon, they never write her damn name. She is the congresswoman from the 14th district. They never write her damn name without QAnon in front of it. QAnon, and I'll get to that. I'll show you that in a minute. I showed you just a minute ago. Now, in the Senate, okay, you need to call your senator. Okay, we need more members of the House, and I understand there's going to be several, but you need to call your senator. What we need from Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue in Georgia today, damn it, is to know if you are going to stand up and object to the Electoral College vote January 6th. Are you going to object to it? Are you going to call it into question? Because, see, the 5th is election day. And, you know, liking Perdue and calling Kelly Loeffler a cardboard cutout, whatever it may be, I do feel very strong that we can't do anything that's going to send Warnock and John Ossoff to the Senate. We can't, okay? But I really feel Perdue and Loeffler think if they just skate, if they just keep getting close to the third rail and saying, I'm going to object, but don't touch it, they could be okay. They just need to skate this issue till January 5th. Just work around it in all of these rallies and not say anything. I tried to get Senator Loeffler to answer that. It's in my interview. Go look at it. I asked her directly. I said, Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville indicates he may object to the Electoral College count results. What say you? Are you going to, as the president asked you? As the world turns in this lady's mind, I got nothing. Crickets. Call your senator. Because we don't have a real confirmation on the Senate side of this. Now, we have, and let's use an example here. I think, is he North Dakota or South Dakota? Where is he at? He's in one of them Dakotas out there. Number 10. Give me number 10. Okay. Why they got to shoot the damn dog? Huh? Why? Thune. John Thune, okay? He's the Senate majority whip, John Thune, right under Mitch McConnell. In the Senate, it would go down like a shot dog. First of all, never refer to shooting a damn dog. A shot dog. What the hell's wrong with you? Second of all, you see that? And here's the thing. Look up there next to his name. A Republican. It'll go down like a shot dog, okay? Let me go for some other things. I've got to get. Now, number 15, Trump targeted McConnell, okay? He is pushing McConnell, all right, and email the president. And he see there, Kentucky Senate. Sadly, Mitch forgot he was the first one off the ship. They're showing McConnell that it's Trump supporters is the reason he's in office in Kentucky. So Trump targets McConnell in slides sent to GOP lawmakers. Trump sent all of the senators this to remind them, okay, look, Mitch, you're in office because of Trump supporters. Don't forget. Let's go over the sound bites, a little byline, CNN, and let's identify who we are right now, or they identify us, number 17. Number 17, conspiracy theory lawyer Powell spotted again at the White House. Maybe third time's a charm. Sydney was there yesterday. Sidney Powell. She was there again. Number 18, growing fear in White House and Pentagon over Trump's final days. There's growing fear everywhere, okay? Number 20, I'm going to run through these just so you can see. I'm skipping 19. So go to 20, conspiracy theory lawyer Powell spotted again. Oh, they love announce this. Number 21, okay? And as you can see, the reason I put these up is because the same thing is there. Is if you'll look, that's 5:06 a.m. Eastern time. I mean, right out of the box. Conspiracy theory lawyer Powell. If we question anything, see, the thing that concerns me here with this conspiracy theory lawyer and ragtag crew, what will happen to us if we question anything? You understand, Biden doesn't have the power at this time. And if you're yelling at me out there, well, Biden will never be president of the United States. Deep state is pretty damn deep, folks. Just saying. Trump said himself, now you're watching someone, and I'm going to tell you that out of 4 years, I did not miss a handful of his press conferences or some of his speeches. And I'm telling you right now, okay, Trump has said, if you go research it, the swamp is deep, and I didn't realize how bad it was. You know, Trump said, hey, I understood Washington was bad, but damn, this thing is bad. Okay, he tried to tell us, all right? So when Biden takes over and his communist regime take over, I know Democrats hate that. I had a Democrat say, I'm not a communist. Damn it, yes, you are. You people are damn socialist, communist, whatever the hell. I mean, come on. You've set us up as classes of people and beating us down and putting us where you want us to be. And when Biden takes office, you will say, finally, now the final step. And what is the final step? Is if you and I, see, Biden doesn't have control yet. Kamala Harris doesn't have control yet. Will we be able to do and say and think openly or question anything? What will happen when we question anything? Because let me tell you, they can pick up the algorithm. Big tech picks up you questioning anything after January 20th, 2021. What will happen? I know. Well, you're just trying to put your viewers in fear. You're fear mongering. No, I'm not the one that wrote this morning. I'm not the one that called everything we do conspiracy minded. I'm not saying we live in an alternative universe. I'm not the one calling us a ragtag crew. I'm not the one. Number 22, again, with the growing fear at the Pentagon. Number 28, Jonathan Lemire this morning. Trump Justice Department needs to step up and help overturn the election. 29, White House gives out mixed messages on conspiracy. Lawyer Sidney Powell. Attack. That's all they do is attack us. Okay? I'm going to pass up on a couple of these. Here's 33, the Washington Post. Trump assembles a ragtag crew, all right, in his failing bid. Number 39, Jake Sherman. He was on MSNBC this morning. Spotted in the West Wing today. GOP members like, this is Marjorie Taylor Greene. This is a congresswoman. This is Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene from the 14th District here in Georgia. Matt Gaetz, okay. Jim Jordan, Mo Brooks, and Louis Gohmert. I don't know who else, but I think Jody Heiss was there, I think. And we need Andrew Clyde, our new congressman here in the 9th District. I hope you were at the meeting. If you weren't, I hope you're part of the objection. So Mo Brooks, Louis Gohmert, they met with the president, multiple sources told me. So there was a meeting yesterday on objecting in the House. Now, let me say this. It's my understanding from memory that every state, it'll be like a roll call. Every state will be called on. There will be an opening, ceremonial opening, and read into the record. The state of Alabama, okay, submits 14 electoral votes. I don't know what they got, 12, 10, 14, 10 electoral votes for Donald J. Trump. The state of Alaska, the state of West Virginia, the state of California, okay, the state of Delaware. They open them up. Now, my understanding also is you have to object to a state. So they have to object. When they open Georgia, there has to be an objection. I object. Okay. There has to be an objection on that state by both a Senate member and a House member. If only a House member objects, it dies. Okay? So once they go through and they have the objections recorded for each state that are going to be objected, then they go into a closed door session and vote. They debate it and vote. I'm going to look you in the camera and saying the odds are at the end of the day when they come out, we will only have some drama TV to watch. But don't get shocked at the end of the day, regardless of the objections, if they don't end with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Now, don't get mad at me. I'm not the messenger. I probably shouldn't say this. Don't shoot the messenger. Or how about this? Don't shoot anybody. But this is what happens, okay? So they were spotted right there in the White House. Now, senators, where will the senators be? I don't know. Let me just go over a couple more things here with the Washington Post. We went through that. Let me make sure I've showed you everything. And it's I want to get to the $600. You're getting $600. You're gonna make a car payment, insurance payment? What the hell? What the hell? Now here's the question I want to know. Okay. If you got $1,200 earlier this year, let's go man and wife. So you got $1,200. Your wife got $1,200. $2,400. I know you're applauding for my math skills right now. So you got $2,400. Now you're getting $6,000. Your wife's getting $6,000. We'll add that together. We'll go with another $1,200. So this year in your house, your joint filing, you've received $3,600. Are you going to get a W-2 husband and wife from the government? Are you going to get a 1099 from the government saying you received $3,600 this year? Is that going to get tagged to your income? Because you understand, if you didn't lose your job and you're out there making 100 G's a year, which good for you, and the wife's making 100 G's, or she's making 110. Sorry, dude. But, all right, you're bringing in 200. That's great, right? This is a little $3,600 gift you were given this year, right? I mean, this is a great down payment on that, season to remember, car deal or whatever, right? Is this getting added to your income this year? Is it? Because you do know on your unemployment, you get a statement. It's, you get a statement. And I don't know. If memory serves me right, I think you can have your taxes taken out of your unemployment. Yeah, it's funny. Or just get a lump sum. But is this $3,600 going to be added to your income? We'll talk about that in a minute. I mean, because this is crazy as hell. This is just flat out crazy as hell. So let me just say this. Let's go back through these one more time and we'll close because I want to come back and I want to play the Rand Paul video. We're going to do that. We're going to talk about the $600 damn dollars. 48, number 48. All right. Really quick, Washington Post. Trump's unofficial election advisory council, QAnon conspiracy theory, White House trade advisor. Okay. Let's go to 46. With his baseless claims of widespread voter fraud rejected by dozens of judges. It's the will of the people. Okay, to hold power. It's political misfits. Trump has turned to a ragtag group of conspiracy theorists, media-hungry lawyers, and political misfits. That would be me. I bet you I'm a political misfit. Huh. You just don't, huh? You talking about me? What the hell? And 45. Remember, 74 million people. And they say overturning the will of the voters. Take a break. When we come back, Rand Paul gives a he just gives a very electrifying speech from the floor that we're going to play when we return. Let them eat cake. Take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, 1 nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm back. Were you hoping for someone else? You were out there like, maybe when we come back from commercial, he had to go or something. Maybe we got somebody else in there. Please, not an alternative universe of BKP. Hi, I'm your host, BKP. Welcome back to BKP Politics. $600. Can you buy a set of tires? Like, you know, a good tire, right, is it's over $100 now. The day of going somewhere and getting that tire for $29. I mean, yeah, it's, you know, a good tire. I mean, it's over $100, but, you know, 4 tires, and, you know, and you pay the discard, right? If in America, if you can't just put a tire in the landfill, so you got to pay a discard fee, right? And then you got the guy changes the tire for you and mounts the new tire. So can you get 4 tires for $600? Okay, I don't know. I mean, can you fill your propane tank if you live out here and you're not at natural gas or electric? Can you fill your propane tank one time a year? $600? I don't know. I mean, start thinking about it. Now, there's a couple things to think about. A, why was it necessary to wait so long? If you were hungry last Monday and you didn't have money, then you were hungry the Monday before that and the Monday before that. Because let me say this, the $1,200, Mr. Government, the $1,200 you sent every American in the United States, that's long gone. You do need to know that did not get these people through. It did. Didn't happen. So why did they need to do it now? Now, I'm going to tell you this. I am going to tell you that this is not a coincidence. I do not trust Mitch McConnell. I'm going to tell you, I think they always intended to get you 3 days before Christmas when you emotionally feel they're doing something good. My understanding is that extra help of unemployment benefits ends Friday, Christmas Day, or next Friday or something, right? So I think they always intended to get that group of unemployed, the dependents. Oh, the government loves their dependents. When you do your taxes, you have your dependents. They have their dependents, and they love them. Oh, the government loves their dependents. So for their dependents' sake, they made sure this happened a couple days before Christmas. And then on the other note, I do not think it's a coincidence, okay, that it happened to go with a spending package to get us through to September of next year, right? Is that what we're getting through? It's unreal. Now, if President Trump did not have 2 Senate seats on the line in Georgia, he'd veto this in a minute, okay? All right. And then all you would read in the headlines is Trump vetoes help for Americans during this troubled time at Christmas. That's all you would read. Rand Paul gave a speech yesterday. It's 12 minutes long. We're not going to do, Emily, come back when I tell you to come back. And don't forget where we're at, because we are going to play the entire 12 minutes. So let's run a little of Rand Paul's speech about this spending bill yesterday. Go with that, Emily.
From Kentucky.
Republicans like to mock modern monetary theory. The idea that government can print money with impunity, that government can spend whatever it wants without the need to tax. Modern monetary theory is basically the Dick Cheney deficits don't matter crowd, trussed up with a new fancy title. Most Republicans rightly lampoon this quackery, that is, when they're not practicing the quackery themselves. Today, many of these same Republicans will vote for a bill that makes modern monetary theory look like child's play in comparison. The monster spending bill presented today is not just a deficits don't matter disaster, it is everything Republicans say they don't believe in. This bill is free money for everyone. Proponents don't care if you're fully employed or own your own house or own your own business. Free money for everyone, they cry. And yet, if free money were the answer, if money really grew on trees, why not give more free money? Why not give it out all the time? Why stop at $600 a person? Why not $1,000? Why not $2,000? Maybe these new free money Republicans should join the Everybody Gets a Guaranteed Income caucus. Why not $20,000 a year for everybody? Why not $30,000? If we can print up money with impunity, why not do it? The Treasury can just keep printing the money. That is, until someone points out that the emperor has no clothes and that the dollar no longer has value. To so-called conservatives who are quick to identify the socialism of Democrats, if you vote for this spending monstrosity, you are no better. When you vote to pass out free money, you lose your soul and you abandon forever any semblance of moral or fiscal integrity. So the next time you see Republicans in high moral dudgeon claiming and complaining about spending of Democrats and socialism, remind them if they supported this monstrous bill that really the difference between the parties is less Adam Smith versus Marx and more Marx versus Engels. How bad is our fiscal situation? Well, the federal government brought in $3.3 trillion last year and spent $6.6 trillion. The deficit last year, a record-busting $3.3 trillion. If you're looking for more COVID bailout money, we don't have any. The coffers are bare. We have no rainy day fund. We have no savings account. Congress has spent all the money long ago. The economic damage from this pandemic is not the reason for this runaway spending. This spending's been going on for decades. Every year, even before we get to all the extra COVID-free money, we've been spending $1 trillion we don't have.
All right. We've been spending $1 trillion we don't have. Hold it there, Emily. We've been spending $1 trillion we don't have. Rand Paul is so on target here. Okay? Now let's go to the vote. All right? First of all, I am so tired of seeing this. Number 43. $900 billion COVID relief deal. Okay? $600 for Americans who qualify. Enhanced, $300 of enhanced per week, okay? Unemployment. $25 billion in rental assistance. Do you not understand? They have taken the final steps, and I say final steps, in 2020 to completely socialize, collapse our health care system, collapse our economy. You see, you burn the economy down. Remember all the news reports? This is worse than the Great Depression. This is the biggest meltdown. There's never been, remember all those mornings? There's never been this much record unemployment this fast in the history of this country. You know all those? Because what you do is you break down every part of the system. The healthcare system, okay, the economic engine, and you leave not one thing intact. Not one. And you stop and think about it. Not one thing in this country was left intact in 2020. Not one. Right to the president that you will have. Nothing's left intact. Trump goes. Green New Deal comes in. We tear down everything we know and everything we have to the ground and return it to you the way we want it to be and the way we've conditioned you to receive it. That's simple. We're going to return it the way we want it to be and the way we've conditioned you to receive it. Like Rand Paul, why not send us $22,000 a year, right? Why stop there? $25 billion in rental assistance, $82 billion for colleges and schools, $284 billion in loans for businesses. All right. Now that's just one of the headlines that they run with. Okay. Number 44. Congress easily passes a $2.3 trillion. Number 42. Congress passes massive COVID relief bill to provide direct aid to struggling Americans. This is, I tell you what, this is unreal. And we're accepting this. Let me give you, okay, here are the senators. Number 32. Now keep in mind, the two senators that did not vote are at the bottom. Here are the no votes. So I don't know where they got the time in their campaigning. It says here the only two senators who did not vote are Wyoming and South Dakota. So it looks like Kelly and David voted yes for this. It looks like David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler voted yes for this. Are they out there on the campaign trail telling you that they're Republicans supporting Donald Trump and they're trying to get hurting Americans help ASAP? The no votes: Ron Johnson of Wisconsin, Rick Scott in Florida, Mike Lee in Utah, Rand Paul, Kentucky, Ted Cruz, Texas, and thank you, Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee. No votes. Okay. Number 31 on the House side. You have 50 Republicans that voted no. You have 2 Democrats that voted no. 1 independent voted no. 128 Republicans voted yes on this. I told you earlier it is going to be where we're able to see the Republicans we need moved out. This disgusts me. Okay? Number 25. This is the kind of pictures they put up in the media. Congress approves $900 billion coronavirus relief package for hurting Americans. This is the kind of pictures they put up. Poor Americans. Number 24. Just want to show you this. Number 24, $20 billion for purchase of vaccines, right? $8 billion for distribution. $23. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Rand Paul's video. All right. I want to go back there and then I'm going to do something I'm going to throw the big word in. I never thought I would do this. But I'm going to agree with somebody that's going to blow you away on this show. It is, and I'll do it right after this. Rand Paul continue with his speech from the floor, Senator Paul from Kentucky.
$1 we don't have. Today's money is gone. So Congress is spending tomorrow's money. The spending chart is a red line of red ink that goes on forever. When we talk about spending tomorrow's money, it's not just the money that we need next month, it's the money we might need in a decade. It's the money we will need in 1, 2, 3 generations from now. For national defense, for infrastructure. This is the money that your children and your grandchildren will pay back with interest. The deficit doubling and tripling. Under George Bush, it went from $5 trillion to $10 trillion. Under President Obama, it went from 10 to 20 trillion. We're now at 27 trillion, but we're adding it at $1 trillion a year before we get to this COVID budget-busting bailout. Every tax-paying American already owes over $136,000, and they're staring at projections into the future that show no end. We are $27 trillion in debt today. How do we expect a child to have the economic opportunity when this crushing debt is their inheritance from Congress? The numbers are mind-boggling. It's hard to conceive of what $1 billion is, much less $1 trillion. How big is $1 billion? Well, 1 billion seconds ago was 1988, and Reagan was president. 1 billion minutes ago, Jesus walked the shore of the Sea of Galilee. 1 billion hours ago, man still lived in caves. But $1 billion ago was just 80 minutes ago. $1 billion ago, at the rate Congress spends money, was just 80 minutes ago. All of this should be setting off alarm bells. But the only alarm bells in Congress are sounding the alarm for more spending and more debt. No cuts, no offsets, no pay-fors, no prioritization. Just print it up. Print up more money and give it out to everybody because it's free money. Come and get yours. Well, the getting's good, but it leads to a mountain of debt. Spend all this money and leave the future to figure itself out. John Maynard Keynes was once asked, what about the long run? He said, in the short run, you can make a stimulus, you can print money, and you can give it to everybody. And Maynard Keynes, his response was, in the long run, we'll all be dead. No concern for the future, only for the immediate. Our budget deficit for 2020 was $3.3 trillion, but this new spending package will also give us another $2 trillion in the next fiscal year. By refusing to acknowledge the debt crisis, we are only hastening the day of economic reckoning. Total debt was 55% of GDP just 20 years ago. Today, it's 128% of GDP. So our total debt is more than our GDP, 128% of our GDP. The World Bank estimates there's a tipping point of debt to GDP at about 77%. Every percentage point costs another tenth or so of economic growth. So every year we're giving up somewhere between 5 to 8% of growth every year because of this burden of debt. This is thousands of jobs every year, tens of thousands of jobs that we lose because of this burden of debt. We are borrowing and worsening this debt crisis in part because too many governors and mayors have imposed heavy-handed restrictions that crush business. It isn't the pandemic that's killing the economy.
I want to go back about 10 seconds on that, Emily. I want to stop. I want to go back about 10 seconds. That's it. I don't want to mess you up, and I want to get that ready, okay? Because I know this is not, there's so many, we could sensationalize so much stuff out there today, but I want to stay focused on this speech that he gives because it's amazing. It really is, because I'm blown away because he's about to talk about some things that hit home. But I want to do this. I warned you before we played the video that I was about to do something it would shock you. So brace yourself, get ready, whatever. Give me number 6. I don't recall ever doing this. This is why Congress needs time to actually read the package before voting on it. Members of Congress have not read this bill. It's over 5,000 pages. Arrived after 2 p.m. today, and we are told to expect a vote on it in 2 hours. This isn't governance, it's hostage taking. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez tweeted Monday. Yes, I'm in fear that I have found an agreeable point with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. It's 5,000 pages. I think even Ted Cruz comes out and says, I don't know, am I agreeing with, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? Seriously, it's 5,000. This is 5,000 pages. 5,000 friggin' pages. We're not going to accept this anymore. We're not going to. We're not. We're not. This is going to be over. I told you earlier today. We've got 2022 coming around the corner. This is not going to get accepted in this country. It's going to stop. Okay. Because Rand Paul gets ready to tell you why this is not Republican. This is not Democrat. I promise you this. It's not. And they're not watching ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News to get their information. They're going online. And this is not Democrat, Republican, or any party. This is just the American people out there, hardworking American people. Okay, they don't want your $600. They don't want their own $600 back under the guise that the government's giving them something. They just want to unlock the doors on their business and go to work. So let's go back to Rand Paul, Emily, and let's wrap up his speech, because this is where this hits home for all of us.
Crisis in part because too many governors and mayors have imposed heavy-handed restrictions that crush business. It isn't the pandemic that's killing the economy, it's the government's overzealous response that is killing the economy. The pandemic itself was disrupted, but Congress is being asked to help perpetuate these lockdowns. The more money we give to the states, the more they keep us in lockdown. Every bailout dollar printed and passed out to the governors only allows these tin-pot dictators to perpetuate the lockdowns. Their rules are arbitrary and unscientific. Governors and mayors across the country are picking winners and losers. Businesses, some that have been in families for generations, are being wiped out because they're not allowed to open. Restaurants have to close their doors for indoor dining, but then they get told they can open at limited capacity. But then they are told they have to close again. And then they get told they can open outside, and then they're told they can't open outside. Confusing doesn't even explain the half of it. Bars are told that they can only serve alcohol if people are sitting and not standing, and only if they have heavy foods on their menus. Restaurants are told they can serve outdoors, then they have their permission revoked after they've sunk time and money converting their restaurant to outdoor services. But a caterer is told they can still serve outside. Businesses are told they have to close at an arbitrary time determined by government officials, as though the virus only comes out late at night. A business in one zip code can open, but one in an adjoining zip code across the street has to close, as if the virus can't cross an imaginary line. Airlines are allowed to fly, but hotels have to limit their occupancy, so you may not have anywhere to stay when you get there. Mom and pop stores and specialty stores are forced to close, but big box store competitors are allowed to stay open. How is any business expected to survive with this kind of arbitrary regulation that changes from day to day? Meanwhile, many schools remain closed, despite overwhelming evidence showing kids can learn safely in person. Which means parents can't go to work, which forces parents to leave their jobs and take care of homebound kids. Now, they have no income because the government forced them to leave their jobs to take care of their kids, and many kids are struggling with this improvised virtual school. The need for help is real. I hear it every day from Kentuckians and across the country. But it's clear that government has worsened the economic damage and acted as the biggest obstacle to economic recovery. There is no free money that can get us out of this situation. The only thing that can save us is to open the economy. If we give these tin-pot dictators, these governors, more money, they're less likely to open the economy. The answer is not printing up and distributing free money, it's opening the economy. We're not even debating the real answer to this. We're like, just print up the money and shovel it out the door, the deficit be damned. The threat of the destruction of our currency be damned. We can choose to let our economies open with guidance and precautions, but not obstruction. Let people rebuild their livelihoods. Reopen our schools so our kids can return and parents can go back to work. Congress should do away with automatic spending increases and scrutinize where in the budget we can find savings to pay for the pressing needs arising from the pandemic. But we shouldn't simply print up money and pass it out to everyone. Or Congress can follow the status quo. Congress can continue to borrow from our kids, the same children we've locked out of our schools. Congress can keep enabling and shutting down businesses by force, spend all of today's money and all of tomorrow's money, and then good luck. Good luck figuring out how to pay for all of this massive debt. It doesn't have to be this way. There is another alternative that won't be debated, and that alternative is open the economy. It's not too late to change our course. Cut unnecessary spending, eliminate waste, stop fighting a $50 billion a year war in Afghanistan that hasn't had a military mission in at least a decade. Make the hard decisions now. We can't keep pretending that more debt is a sustainable policy course. Leadership is not passing on the problem to someone who can't protest. Leadership is making the hard choices now. This is what we have to do. I will oppose this new debt, and I will continue to sound the alarm until we change our course. Our country can be saved. We can survive this if we pull together, but adding more debt is a mistake. It is not the solution, and we should resist it. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky, for standing up and making that speech. And give me number here. Here is the final thought on the 600. I already know. You're saying I can hear through the camera. I could feel it. You're not even talking about the foreign aid that went out. Americans are hurting. Here's the way we recover, folks. Okay, but as I told you, okay, they collapsed everything. They brought everything down. Our economy, our healthcare system has collapsed. Yes, it has for the most part. They're collapsing everything around us so they can bring it back in the form that they've trained us to accept. Oh, yeah, when it comes back, it's their way. The scary part is Americans will cheer. Now, that's not all. Give me number 34. No, 27. I'm sorry. Emily, give me 27 first. The preparation for what's getting ready to happen is Trump is leaving behind crises and undermining Biden before he takes office. They're setting up that Biden is coming into a disaster on all levels. All levels. And give me number 34. COVID relief, is it enough? Oh, absolutely not. Nancy Pelosi is preparing, and Biden is preparing for an enormous. This is just a little. This is the tip of the iceberg of what's getting ready to collide and what's getting ready to happen in 2021 with Biden. It's just the beginning. They are going to plan an enormous, spending bill, shovel-ready jobs, windmills, turbines, wind turbines, whatever. Yeah, solar, hydrogen, whatever you can do. Batteries. Is it enough? No, not according to them. Take a break. When we return, did Governor Brian Kemp get booed off the stage? I want to talk about that for just a minute when we return, right after these messages.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Hey, folks, we're back. Thank you for tuning in today, BKP, and you're watching BKP Politics on FYNTV.com. You know what? It's laughable when I see somebody post something about Chris Christie and 2024. Let's not waste show time on that. You have all the ways you can contact our show. It is a 24/7 hotline number there. You have it at the bottom of the screen. Emails, text messages. If you want to be a guest on the show, maybe you want to do your own show. We'll talk about that later. So moving right along, is Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, is he one and done? I think he's in trouble. So I think he's in really big trouble. Let's play the video for a minute. There was a rally, I think, down in Walton County. All right. Is it Walton County? Monroe. And he introduces Kelly Loeffler. He comes out and he thinks he's going to introduce. And I understand this is about 25 people. We will put the messages up in a minute that were removed. We understand 25 were removed. But listen to Kemp's reception as he comes on stage. Let's go ahead and play that video. I'll tell you when to come back.
Good to see you guys tonight. Thank you so much for coming out here to support three great friends of mine. I want to take just a minute and talk to you about Bubba McDonald. I know that Merry Christmas. Let me take just a minute and talk to you about Bubba McDonald. Bubba has been a long-time family friend of ours. He has served. He's part of the team that makes us the best state in number one for 8 years in a row.
I just, what I wanted to do is I just wanted to show you there was no rousing applause for him coming on stage. Now, I know it was about 30 seconds before that when he came on stage, but there was no applause for this guy. There was not. There was no applause for him. People were not excited to see Brian Kemp on the stage. Give me number 9. Okay. This lady was there yesterday. This was the rally. This is the video I just played. This is the rally this evening. You can hear the booing and us yelling at Kemp till he finally just gave up. Then Kelly came on with her usual rhetoric. So this lady didn't, I don't think she likes. But I want to show you also number 51. Okay. Today got thrown out of Kelly Loeffler, David Perdue rally in Monroe, Georgia for chanting "Fight for Trump" when Governor Kemp was speaking. Very weak supporters for our president, to say the least. There were about 25 of us that got thrown out. So about 25 of them were removed according to this right here. And as you can see, Kemp did not, and political activist and Atlanta Tea Party co-founder Debbie Dooley here, number 52. Brian Kemp opened the Ivanka Trump rally for Perdue, and Kemp close ally Kelly Loeffler. About 25 courageous Trump supporters booed Kemp and shouted "Fight for Trump." They were ejected. Okay. This needs to happen everywhere Kemp speaks. So Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, as I could show you, he did not get a warm welcome. There was no cheering in the crowd. You could hear boos, "Fight for Trump." And as you can see, we're being told 25 people were removed from the rally. So do you think Kemp is one and done? Now, let me go to another story quickly. Did you know this? Number 4, just want to bring this up before we close the day. The Robert E. Lee statue was removed from the U.S. Capitol at Virginia Governor Ralph Northam's request. It was removed. The Robert E. Lee statue at the Capitol was removed yesterday. Number 3, here is the tweet from Ralph Northam. The governor, you remember the governor of is an infanticide that said that what we will do is we'll deliver the baby and then have a conversation with the mother. Okay, right? So last night, Virginia removed its statue of Robert E. Lee from the U.S. Capitol. This is an important step forward. It is past time we tell our story with images of perseverance, diversity, and inclusion. Statue is gone. Okay? So let's fly through some of the headlines. Here you got number 5 from the Hill. Congress passes $2.2 trillion. Okay. Don't forget, around Atlanta, there's 2 of these in Fulton County. Number 8, we always like to remind you of the influence Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook, with his grants from his organization. We always have to give a thank you to Mark Zuckerberg for these rolling Fulton County Catch the Motor Voter buses in Fulton County. Number 12, no nominations yet for Attorney General, CIA, or Labor or Commerce Secretary from Joe. Why not? Why not? Interesting. Number 13. Oh, by the way, I don't know yet. I haven't. Maybe she did it yesterday. Maybe she's going to do it today. But everybody keeps posting why Kamala Harris has not resigned as senator. I'm not shocked by that. I'm not. Now, some are reading the tea leaves saying because she knows Joe will never be president. Okay, that's a possibility. But I'm not shocked, because they need all the votes they can in the Senate right now. And I don't know if they can get somebody sworn in time. I mean, there's several factors why I think she's not resigned. I'm just not going to get over the top on it. Number 13, Attorney General Barr breaks with Trump repeatedly in exit news conference. Okay, everybody's up in arms over Barr, and let me find all of the ones that pertain. Let me see where we have pertaining to Barr. Just one moment, please. Number 35, AG Barr refutes Trump on Hunter Biden investigation, seizing voting machines, and responsibility for hack of federal agencies. You do know Barr leaves, okay, tomorrow. Now, I want to be very clear, crystal clear. I'm not upholding Attorney General Barr in any way whatsoever, all right? The things we needed to have happen on his watch did not happen. There were some positive things that happened on his watch, but the things we needed to have happen did not. So I'm not going to give accolades to Barr. The All-Star panel, many of you, when Barr was appointed, we had him out here and we were thinking about, do we like this guy or not? But let's keep in mind, tomorrow is his last day. He may not want on his resume or on his watch some of these decisions that could be made by the acting attorney general come Thursday, Christmas Eve. Number 26, okay, they're really enjoying throwing president under the bus. Is that it? I have that wrong. Number 36. If I said 26, my apology. Number 36. Number 38. Do you believe there's enough evidence to warrant a special counsel to investigate that perhaps Sidney Powell or someone else? It's ridiculous what they were doing yesterday, asking Barr these questions. But let me just say, folks, he's gone as of tomorrow. And let me go back to Christmas. Number 16, worries holiday travel will spread COVID in U.S. Biden does not want you. They do not want you to travel for Christmas. They want to shut down your Christmas travel. They do. All right. There's a new strain, right? Let's see if I can find that. There's a new strain of the virus that has everybody freaking out in Europe or the UK, right? Fauci says it's already here. Fauci says it's already here. It's a new, more potent strain of the COVID virus. Supposedly, it mutates. The infection rate is 70 times faster. I'm not for sure, okay? But they're creating reasons now why they, and I'm looking at some things, so I'm sorry for being a little off the mark, but they're creating reasons why now to put you in more fear than this country is already in. So at the first of the year, we will be, it can't be over. They've got to have this spending package when if it's over, that's a problem. If there's no reason to shut the economy down, that's a problem. If there's no reason to close the businesses, that's a problem. I'm going to tell you something. As I don't know if your parents used to say this, but the old mark my word, it's different this time. Because the lady that's suing the state of California because her bar is closed has zero to do on whether she's a Republican, a Democrat, independent, what her political belief is. The people that have lost everything in their business and it's closed. You see, I don't know what they're doing, but you do realize small business owners don't qualify for unemployment. That's right. If you're running, Joe's Garage Repair, the other day, even myself, and when I say that, I try to stay as in tune with what's happening out there in this world on a different level than the elite government, the elite politicians. And it didn't dawn on me that, yes, in 2020, Sorry about that. The camera froze up there for a second. But I don't know where I was at, but I was telling you that before we had that brief interruption, all right, that, you know, our driving habits changed. And whether you believe this or not, you can go and ask. There's not been as much need for car repair. There's not. You got a lot of mom and pop shops. I've got some friends that the husband runs the garage and the wife runs the front counter. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that completely shut down, but a lot of mom and pop shops out there. Okay. There's not been as much need for car service. If you're getting your oil changed every 3,000 miles, we'll throw the 3,000 miles just in there, okay, for good measure. You did not get as many oil changes this past year as you did the year before last, no matter how you slice it, okay? You didn't. I mean, if you're in outside sales and you're working and zipping here and there and there, seems like you're in the quick change lane, you know, every 3 weeks because you're, you know, putting the miles on there, going and seeing customers, working, whatever, right? No matter what business you're surrounded by, there's so many that have been affected. There's not been as many accidents this year. How many of you received a check from your insurance company because you're not driving as much and they sent you some of your premium back? It's happened. So guess what? If Americans are not driving the miles, the risk out there of having an accident, a fender bender, or anything of that nature has gone down. Your local body shop hasn't had as many crack-ups in there to fix as they normally do. You stop and think about it. This is the real deal, folks. It's really true. Ask the small businesses all around, even the ones that are open, how they've been affected. Let's do a quick reminder with our 2 minutes. Let's go to 48 where we started this morning. I want to thank you. Trump officially elected Election Advisory Council now includes pardoned felon adherents of the QAnon conspiracy theory, White House trade advisor, Russian agent's former lover. This is just flat out ridiculous. Number 46. Okay, we are conspiracy theorists. You and I, we don't agree. Political misfits, all right? And give me 45, all right? Overturn the will of the voters. We are a ragtag crew. So we are political misfits, a ragtag crew, conspiracy theory minded. Folks, I'm your host. Don't forget BKP Politics. You can always find us on FYNTV.com. Go to BKP Politics. You can share these segments with your family and friends. Make a great Christmas gift, right? I'm going to do a commercial. You can always text me. Put that up, Emily. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Text or email the show right there. All right. Thank you, Research Department. Thank you, many of the viewers. Some of the things you have sent me. I want to thank again my golf club, Cheap Cigar Humidor. I'm going to take off because it's 10 a.m. I'm going to tell Emily, I hope you have a nice day. I hope everyone else has a nice day. And I will return. Today's Tuesday, right? I will return tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. See you then. If you need me, you know how to reach me. Later.